And welcome back to another episode of Pokemon Knowledge. On today's episode, I originally wanted to create a video where I wanted to show the dangers of buying resealed booster boxes and what to look for. But inadvertently, while I was creating that video, I realized I was more or less teaching people how to resale booster boxes and giving a lot of tips and tactics, which I don't really know how to make a video like that without, more or less being a teacher and teaching people how to scam other people. And so that's not the intention of this video. That's not what I'm trying to do. But I don't know if there's any way to explain what to look for without, inadvertently doing something I don't mean to do. But with that said, there are some other videos on YouTube that shows what to look for resealed booster boxes. The only problem with those videos is, well, there's a few things. One, a lot of the resales they have on YouTube are what I would consider very poor resales of booster boxes. And I would almost put it in three different tiers of resale products. So you have like a level one resale booster box, which is very beginner, or there's no really attempt from the seller to hide what they're doing. And so that means there's fake cards, packs are not resealed in the box, so the actual physical cards are loose in the packs. You can like do the shake test. Oftentimes you'll see like code cards missing on all your newer packs, um, stuff like that. So that's the first level. And the second level would be what I would consider like a moderately good resale. And what you would really look for in something like that would be they've saved the packs, they've resealed the packs, but they've made mistakes that wouldn't be noticed by the untrained eye, which means, okay, you have a booster box. Obviously, that booster box has a seal around it from the Pokemon Company, and that seal, the seams of the seal are not exactly how they were, or they cut it in a certain way, or they had the heat seal it shut in a different way than it originally came from the manufacturer. Or oftentimes, like you'll feel the saran wrap, nothing's like very tight. The packs could be loose. So that would be like the moderate. Now, the third type of resale is the scariest one. And this is the one that takes a lot of time to really understand. And that's what I would call the expert resale. And an expert resale would, involve people going in, perfectly opening the booster box, saving all the wrappings, knowing exactly where the original seal or seams were for that original seal around the box. They would go in, open the packs, and leave all the original cards with the exception of the highest value cards that are in the box. Then they would replace those extremely high valued cards with cards that might be rares and have a very minute value to them. So let's say they open a box and they find, let's just throw out $40. They find a few cards in that box that are worth $40. They take those cards out and they replace them with $2 to $3 cards. So cards that are might be a little bit of value, but almost nothing from the cards they actually pull out. So they're going to take out all the super heavy hitters. Then they reseal the box, and it's almost to the point where unless you actually have another box, you would never be able to see the resale. So those are what I would call the expert resales, and those are what I would consider the scariest. But in order to really explain those, you need to have them oftentimes side by side with a real booster box. And I shouldn't, sorry, See, that's the mistake I just made. They're both real booster boxes, but what you would need to put it compared side by side to is a unopened real booster box. And you would really have to study each individual wrapping, and then you would have to go through all the packs, open them, and determine if you're getting the pull rates for the cards you expect to happen. And for somebody to say expected pull rates, that's a very gray area too, because obviously you're not guaranteed to get any certain amount of cards from a certain dollar amount from a booster boxes, because obviously the pull rates are different. And I don't know how to do that in this video without accidentally creating what I'm trying to prevent. So what I decided to do first is just kind of give you guys some of the tools in order to get a lot of those answers yourselves and become smarter buyers of sealed product, because not all resales are created equal and not all resales have the same warning signs. But in order to do this, I figured first thing off we should do is just go over what I have noticed recently on eBay, literally just today, trying to research photos for this video, is the amount of people out there who are accidentally buying fake product, which I didn't think was as big of an issue, because fake product is usually way different than resale product. But I've been watching some auctions sell for a high dollar amount of resale product. So I just went on eBay. I decided to just focus on one product just for this video. Otherwise, to try to go over every product would take, I don't know, a year of recording. So I just picked Celestial Storm only because I've been in the market to sell one of my extra booster boxes, and I just wanted to see, okay, what is the market currently at, and keep myself updated on what my product is worth. But while I was doing that, I come across a bunch of what is clearly fake product being sold. And, I think a million of us scroll past these every day, and we obviously see, okay, a Celestial Storm booster box priced at $40. If it's too good to be true, yes, it's just too good to be true. But then I was like, okay, well, just for the sake of this video, let me click on this, listing, and I wanted to see one thing. One, they just used a generic photo of a real Celestial Storm box. They price it extremely low. All these are stock photos. Nothing is, obviously you could tell the seller didn't take the photos themselves. Then the second thing you could do is real quickly you see, okay, this is a brand new member. He has absolutely terrible feedback score, and all his other products he's selling are $40 like high price booster boxes sealed. Obviously this guy's nothing but a scammer. But then when I even go further into looking at this listing, I read his recent feedback for negative scores. They're all about, fake booster boxes, and this guy obviously being a scammer, which isn't obvious to me. And I'm sure you watching this video, this isn't a glaring obvious fact to you that these boxes are fake, but it makes me question the people who did leave the negative feedback in the first place. It means they were uneducated enough when it comes to sealed Pokemon product to have even bought these product from this person in the first place, which that's a very scary thought. And then the next listing I just saw was, okay, a Celestial Storm box, which is clearly being advertised as a fake product, which I don't know why anybody would want to buy this product in the first place, but at least this description was very accurate. And you can tell by looking at this box. I have a photo of a real one side by side with a fake one. The differences in the boxes are very glaring, and it doesn't take much research at all to know if, which box is the real one and which one is the fake one. You could go on Google Images and probably pull up, I don't know, a couple thousand images of what a real Celestial Storm box looks like. But now you guys have just recently been looking at a real box with a fake box side by side, and here we have a fake box, which is clearly a fake box. They didn't use a photo of a real box, selling for a very high dollar amount with six bids at $255. This is scary because look at this seller's actual feedback. He's a respectable seller. He has a feedback score of 100%. He's been around for 2 years. I've looked at every one of their auctions that they currently have posted. This seller, it does not have any other Pokemon products besides this one, which is clearly fake. I know this, you know this as the viewer, is clearly a fake Celestial Storm booster box. But what's scary is they probably don't know that it's a fake box. Whoever they got it from or however they obtained it, they probably just assume that this is a real box. So they're seeing what other Celestial Storm boxes are selling for on eBay, and they probably took photos of their actual box thinking it was real. And those people who did the six bids went through, some of the real rough checklists. Okay, let's look at the seller. The seller's respectable. They have 100% feedback. Where can I go wrong? But what happened is whoever the buyer is, they probably just saw the cheapest price Celestial Storm box on, didn't do any research, which is scary for this hobby. Because if you have people who could just throw out $255 bids on fake product without even doing the slightest bit of research, obviously, here's the side by side again of a real box and a fake box. They're night and day. But this is the scary one, like I said. And I don't know what the solution to this is, with the exception of people just being smarter buyers. So the only way I could really think of even to get close to ending this video is just, now telling you guys what I would do if I was in your situation. Number one, if you have a real, booster box that you know is real, compare whatever one you're buying to that booster box. Again, it can be very misleading because a seller could just have their photo be a stock photo of an in fact real booster box. So obviously if it's a stock photo, you're never going to be able to tell that the product that they send you is fake. Number two, just you have to go after respectable sellers. And when I say respectable sellers, people with tons of Pokemon eBay listings. If I was going to buy a booster box on eBay, I would probably look for sellers who have over a 10,000 score and they deal with a lot of Pokemon product, because that's probably going to be your, best bet. The only problem is you might not pay a premium for those boxes, but you're just going to pay whatever the current going market price is, which that's just what you have to do to really be safe. You're going to have to pay whatever that box is worth. And you're going to have to make the decision if you want to try to get a really good deal. The risks that are involved to get a super good deal, you're going to have to make those decisions. But don't go making terrible decisions over, $10 to $20. Now, I wanted to make this video with me having a fake booster box, but the problem is I don't own any fake booster boxes. The cheapest booster box I own, I thought about like tampering with purposely, and that's my Rebel Clash box, which is selling for, I don't know, like $90 right now. But at the same time, I hate Rebels Clash. I would have to replace that box with another $90 booster box. I don't want to take one out of my collection to purposely damage and tamper just for a video. Now, that's just is what it is. So if you do think you have a resealed booster box, go through all the steps, look for all the warning signs. If you do have those warning signs, or you have some kind of suspicion where you do have a resealed product, reach out to the seller. reach out to somebody else in the Pokemon community, ask around, compare your box if you do have one, find photos online of real boxes, and just go through the due diligence. But don't just go out buying, unopened product just because it's a great deal, because it's probably a great deal for a reason, because it's either resealed. Obviously on this video, I know we kind of focused on just glaringly fake product, but there's people out there buying it. And hopefully the people listening to these videos are at a higher level than just going out and buying clearly fake product, for $250. But I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. And if you do want to see that really, I call it the gray area video of what to really look for the resealed booster boxes, my fear is, like I said earlier in this video, is that if I teach you guys how to do that, it would only take one person watching the video to more or less become an expert at resealing boxes. And that's not what I'm trying to do with this channel. I'm trying to educate with this channel. So I'm in this gray area where by educating you guys will also prevent you from making those mistakes and potentially purchasing, resealed booster boxes. But I'm not really sure. And I hope you guys write down in a comment below, would you like to see that? And just, let me know. But otherwise, if you guys have made it this far in this video, you're absolutely awesome. And I appreciate all the support. And if you could please like, and if you haven't subscribed to this channel, please subscribe so you could, get notices when I post new videos. But other than that, I'll catch you guys on the next video.